Hi, welcome to the Big Bear Homestead. And today, in our Predator Control on the Homestead series,
we're talking about
ants.
What kind of ants?
Well, not the kind that get in your pants.
Piss ants. The ants that get in my pants.
Fire ants.
Ow!
Fire ants.
That's smart.
Alright, so this week on Predator Control on the Homestead, we're going to talk about ants. Specifically, how do you say that word? Specifically, fire ants.
Fire ants.
And we deviated from our list.
Deviated? Did you say deviated? I'm so proud of you. That's a big word for you. I'm sorry, go ahead. We're deviating from...
We deviated from our list of insects or predator bugs for the garden this week because in the garden with Big Bear and in a lot of our live streams, you guys have been asking a lot about fire ants. How can we get rid of fire ants without using chemicals?
Well, that's because everybody's getting ready to get into the dirt, and there is nothing worse than feeling like you're making some progress and you're planting and everything's going great, and then all of a sudden you feel it, and it's like fire is going up your arm or on your fingers or up your leg or whatever, and then you have to stop everything you're doing. So of course everybody's asking.
Not only do you stop everything you're doing, but at the end of this video, there will be a link to a particular fire ant vlog that happened to me.
Yep.
So you guys can
check that out
and enjoy that at my expense.
Absolutely.
So we're going to show today 3 ways.
Only 3?
3.
I don't get to share my way?
Okay. 4 ways. Witchcraft.
Not really.
We're going to show you guys about 4 ways to take care of fire ants without using any type of chemicals. And then we're going to talk about a couple of other ways. All right. So why don't you...
I'm not going to show my way. I'm just going to tell my way.
Okay. Well, why don't you tell your way in a minute? The ways that we're going to show you is with boiling water, rice, and grits.
Right.
Now, they got your way that you're getting ready to talk about, and then another way that if you're brave enough and you've got 2 mounds relatively close together, which we spent the last hour looking, we really don't have, and that's why we're just going to talk about it. And they got to be relatively close together, so that way, one, they got to be far enough apart so you know it's not the same colony.
Right.
But 2 close enough together that by the time that you get to each other, they're not on you.
Right.
And what you want to do is get you and a friend, or you and one of your kids, or you and your spouse, and you each take a spadeful from a shovel from each mound, and then you take your spadeful to my mound, and I take my spadeful to your mound, and we flop them, and then supposedly the ants will battle
each other
to the death.
Yeah, count me out.
Yeah. And the problem is just finding 2 different colonies
close enough
that those ants don't crawl up the handle of the shovel and start wearing you out by the time you get there. So you talk about your way. I'm going to go get the boiling water off of the stove because that's the first way we're going to show.
Okay.
And we're going to take care of that little mamma jamma right there.
Got it.
All right. So you talk to them.
Okay. So the method that Jason was just talking about, we're getting ready to do, is boiling water. Well, my method assumes that the boiling water isn't going to work because boiling water eventually loses its temperature as it goes down into the ground. The method that I have found that is supposed to work pretty well is to either use orange essential oil, or you can use orange peels. Either way, and you put it in a gallon of water with about 3 ounces of dish soap. You mix that all together, pour it down into the mound, and then what happens is the extract that's actually in the oil, it's limonene I think is what it's called, will actually kill the ants. And the great thing about this is that because it goes with the dish soap, it will have a residual effect. So if you don't kill them right away, it'll still work 4, 5, 6 days later. So that's my method. One thing, essential oils can be pretty expensive. So sometimes what you can do instead of the essential oils is you can take either orange peels, lemon peels, any kind of citrus, but you really want to do about 50% orange, and then you can mix up the lemon and the lime. But all of the citruses will all have the same limonene component, and you just mix those together.
Here I come to wreck the day.
And see how that works.
Okay,
Now we're going to see how boiling water works.
boiling water, ant mound. Boiling water, ant mound. Ant mound, meet boiling water. Now, I like to use the biggest pot we got and get the water to a rolling boil. And then dump it on there, and any ants that are on the surface, it kills on contact. And as you saw, it also started to basically destroy the mound.
Well, not just that, but look what you can see in there.
And if you look, you can see all of the eggs.
There's eggs and
Larva.
stuff in there, larvae.
And they're all, they're all dead now. And so, at least we know it killed the larva,
The surface.
the surface,
Right.
the larva, the
Eggs and the
eggs,
adults.
and the adults that were up here close to the top.
Right.
Now, this one was a relatively young mound, and it was small. So, I'm not thinking that it went too awful deep in the ground.
Right.
So this one will probably have worked out great for this small one, but we'll find out next week to see if it just moved over to there, or moved over to here, or moved over to there, or moved over to here, or maybe back over here. But we'll find out. Like I said, we'll do an update next week.
Right. Just
See
to
what it
check
says.
on them, see how it works.
All right. So now we're going to take you guys to the next mound.
Mhm.
Are you talking about your thing?
Oh no, I already did mine.
You already did yours?
Yeah.
So you're done?
I'm done.
So what were we talking about when I came out here?
My
You-
thing.
Okay.
It's a secret.
So, all right. So we'll see you guys at the next ant mound. Okay.
Okay. Let's try this again.
This is actually take 2 of what we're getting ready to do. And if you notice, all of a sudden we have
Company.
company. Well, what happened during the first take, and we'll try to get it
in the bloopers.
in
at
the
the
bloopers
end.
at the end for you guys. Right behind Blaze, behind the camera, is the electric fence to protect our garden. Somebody, we're not going to mention any names, found it,
With his backside.
and his boys. So,
So now he's over here staying far away from the fence. And now the rooster's laughing at him.
well, and he's also trying to play it off cool. Like, no, I'm just a support dog. I'm right where
That's
I'm
it. I'm
supposed
just
to
right
be.
where I'm supposed to be.
But okay. Anyway, all right. So we're here at the next ant mound,
Right. And let's hope he
Again.
doesn't hit the ant mound now.
and we are going to do the rice method.
And that's long grain.
Long grain white
and
rice.
rich rice, right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, the theory behind this is that the ants will chew on the rice,
Uh-huh.
go get some water,
Mm-hmm.
boop.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
They're not really big enough to go boom. So that's why I said they
It's
go.
gonna go boop.
Really, they probably go.
Yeah. So, well, we'll
It's
see.
basically supposed to choke them out. So what you're supposed to do is take the rice and sprinkle it on and around the mound.
And then haul booty because they're fixing to get a little upset.
Well, I don't necessarily think you need to haul booty.
I mean, I see them crawling all over the place.
All right. So we'll do that as long as somebody doesn't
it
come back and
alone.
try to eat the rice. We'll come back next week and see what our progress is on this one. I'm not real too sure that this one's going to work.
Well, let me ask you something. Is this going to mess with our birds?
Most of our birds don't really run around on this side.
Our ducks?
Nah.
Okay.
Shouldn't.
I guess we'll find out.
Be alright. So our next one though, I think will do better. It's the same concept,
But smaller.
but they're smaller
Right.
and it's grits. So I think that one's gonna do better.
Okay.
All right. So catches. Stand by. We're gonna move to
To the
the
next ant
to
pile.
the next ant pile
Mm-hmm.
and try to give him some emotional support. All right. So we're at the third and final ant bed. We're not around any electrical fences for the dog.
Well, kind of.
Yeah, but they cut away the finner.
I did cut my finger.
Look!
Look!
Because you was trying to pull out some grass and grab a hold of a cypress tree.
I got an oil for that. So what have you got here? That's not an oil.
I got grits.
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 Girls raised in the South. No. Comedy and grits.
Anyway, so we're going to do just like what we did with the rice.
Right.
Except for it's a smaller, it's grit.
Mhm.
It's gritty.
Grit.
So we're just going to come down here.
Same concept.
Same concept. And just pour the grits on and around the mound.
Now see, that doesn't seem to be disrupting them as much. At least not yet. Why did you do that?
You wanted to get disrupted.
Oh.
Right there's the hole. And there. Now, concept behind this was just like with the rice. They eat the grits. Poof. Then go get some water and it swells up. Bloop.
So we're gonna have like ant carcasses all over the place with it blowing up and explosions. I mean,
That-
I know you were disappointed when we weren't able to do an explosion for the science project this week. So is this your version of poof?
As cool as that would be. As cool as that would be to have B-roll shots and just shots of just ant
Ants going
mounds. Ant walking down the driveway. As awesome as that would be, no, you're probably not going to be driving to work and hearing the crunch, crunch, crunch of dead ants. I'm sorry. Here, hold this. Wait, that's how you make her be quiet. Because you talk with your hands.
You have no idea what's fixing to happen here.
So. No. But, all right, so we'll be back next week to check the progress of the boiling water,
The boiling water, the rice,
and the grits.
I'm nervous.
I don't trust.
12 years and you don't trust me.
Not when you're giggling like that, because I know what that giggle means.
I think everybody knows what that giggle
And everybody at home's going, do it, Robin! Do it! Get him, Robin! Get him! Because nobody loves me. They all love you.
That's it. That's all it
Especially Meemaw.
Uh-huh.
Farmer Meemaw.
Farmer Meemaw shouldn't love
If y'all
you,
don't know
she's
who
listening.
Farmer Meemaw is,
And Bandana Grandma.
go over there and check her out.
Mm-hmm.
Farmer Meemaw.
Mm-hmm.
Her and Hope's Homestead. Yeah. They love you more than they love me.
Well, I mean,
I'm just saying.
here comes.
The wounded animal. But, alright, so we'll be back next week to check the progress. And if that doesn't work, well, we still got some more tricks up the old sleeves.
What else?
Well, I figured I'd let you try your oils.
Oh,
And then, because this one and where
the rice.
Apollo rode the lightning are not that far away, we'll switch them.
Oh, okay. You want to
So-
pick them up and move them and see if it works?
Well, no, I mean, we'll do the shovel thing.
Right, that's what I mean. Move
Yeah.
them back and forth. Okay.
Yeah, we'll do the shovel thing.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, you are.
Mm-mm. Nope.
So, alright, so tune in next week to see if these things really do work
If any of them are effective.
with the ants.
Mm-hmm.
So, thanks for coming by the Big Bear Homestead, and like always,
Have a nice day.